Hey now. I'm back. I have another poem that I wrote that I have been revising and I really like it that I'm going to share with y'all. And I was going to refer to it as a positive poem. I really don't like referring to any of my poetry as positive or negative because it's typically feeling based. Feelings are fleeting, we know that, but they're valid, they are real, and they need to be talked about. And I think we need to bring back feeling because so many people are so, oh, you did this, I'm done with you. Like, we're not going to address how we feel, we're not going to acknowledge anything. And typically, what I have found is a lot of people are afraid of rejection. Also, some don't like correction. Myself personally, I'm not a fan of correction in a disrespectful manner. Okay. So you can correct me all day, all night. I have no problem with it. I actually prefer to be corrected when I'm doing something wrong or if I'm doing something that hurts you. I can't know if you don't tell me. Your feelings are valid. Again, I say, man or woman, if I'm doing too much, if I'm not doing enough, communicate, whether it's a friend, an more intimate relationship, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what type of relationship, if you're someone that's going to be in my life, your feelings matter to me and vice versa. Mine should matter. I hope they matter to you. If they don't matter, then, you got to get the boot. But anyway, I'm going to share this and I hope y'all enjoy it. I have learned that my worth isn't determined by anyone's inability to see it, nor by the ways they've tried to dim my light. Pain has touched me, yes. Neglect has crossed my path, and I've stumbled in my own missteps. But none of that ever defined me. I walk with love, not because I'm blind to the hurt, but because I now carry discernment, knowing that what they lack has nothing to do with who I am. I show up authentically, freely, and it is my strength. Because the love I give is not a weakness. It is my strength, and I am her. I know my worth, not in the ways they tried to measure, not in the spaces they've tried to shrink me, but in the way I stand, unshakable, even after the storms. I move with love, not out of desperation, but with a heart now guarded by wisdom, still open, still giving. Not a fool, but a force. Their neglect, their lies, their smallness could never touch the woman I've become. I love because I choose to. Freely with grace. Not because I'm weak, but because I am strong. Yeah, that pain stung. Yeah, that neglect made me question. Yeah, my mistakes slowed my steps, but they didn't break me. I am covered. I am kept by the Most High. Protected in every step. I don't keep loving because I'm a fool. I forgive and move forward because I have always been and forever will be her. Yes, snap. You like it. Oh my God. I really love this piece. I love everything that it represents, acknowledging my flaws, my mess ups, my sin, my sinful nature, because none of us are perfect. And I don't like that we spend so much time harping on, oh, so-and-so did XYZ. Well, I did a lot of stuff years and years ago. And if people knew about the way that I used to live, the way that I used to behave, the way that I used to speak, even the way that I used to think, they probably wouldn't mess with me. Just because of things that I used to do all these years ago, people would be so judgmental about that. And I am very confident and very happy for the place that I'm in now. Although I am not ashamed of the things that I've done, places I've been, mistakes I've made, all that jazz. I'm not ashamed of any of it. You can't use it against me by any means. But I've also learned that there's no point in me dwelling on that. If people find out about what I did in the past, or if I bring it up and they try to, hang it over my head like a little ornament, that's on them. It's not ever going to be my loss. If anything, it is a blessing that certain people are taken away from my life or I'm removed from certain people and vice versa. You may be a blessing for you that I'm removed out of your life. I mean, some of us don't want to hear that, but we're on different paths, different journeys, all that jazz. So it all just depends on how you want to look at it. Don't try to twist things to fit your perspective and your persona or what you're wanting in the moment. Allow things to be what they are. Be grateful for the experiences that you are blessed to have, because that means that there's opportunity for you to be better. opportunity for you to learn something, opportunity for you to teach somebody something, and vice versa. Like, don't just get so caught up in this is who I am and I, take it or leave it. To an extent, I can understand that mentality. However, if that is the way you operate on a day-to-day in your life, in your career, in your life with your friends, in your life with your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriends, whatever, and your children, you're not going to go far. You're probably going to have a life on repeat based upon what your parents did. And depending on who your parents were, that may be fine for you. You may live a life that's very basic, content. And again, nothing wrong with that. But for me, I have very big dreams. I have very big aspirations. And I do not want to end up like my mother. I do not want to end up like my biological father. I do not want to end up like a lot of my cousins. And I'm pretty sure some of them would say the same about me. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's all perspective and how you see it. I am very grateful for everything I've gone through, which is why I can share my sour, morbid stories or my jacked up experiences, things that I've done that are wrong, without feeling the need to correct them. Like, I don't have to bring up something I did 10 years ago and then bring up, oh, well, I do XYZ and I donate to charities and all this other stuff to try and make myself feel like a good person. Ultimately, when you're a good person, a good man, a good woman, a good friend, good mother, whatever, you're going to know that within yourself. And what does the Bible say? You shall know them by their fruit. And that's where I'm going to leave that instead of rambling. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm going to get this one uploaded and I hope y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching.